Hello and welcome back to WP Travel Engine YouTube channel. In this video, I will show you how to create your travel and tour website using Travel Monster free WordPress theme. Travel Monster is our latest released travel and tour theme. It is a feature-rich and powerful WordPress theme for building travel and tour booking websites. Using this theme, various travel websites such as city tours, trekking, hiking, cycling, jungle safari, etc. can be created. On the screen is one of the demos. We have got many other pre-made templates and demos like this one. You can instantly access and install exact demo within a few minutes. How to do that is all covered in the video. I will begin with elaborating the exclusive features that you get with the Travel Monster free theme. But before that, let me show you how to access this theme on our website. First of all, you have to go to our site wptravelengine.com. Then go to Themes and click on it. And here, if you scroll down, you will find the Travel Monster free WordPress theme. Just click on View Details. And here's the sales page where you will find all of the information you need to know about the theme. And to view the demos, you can just click on the View Live Demo button. As soon as you click on the button, you will see an array of templates that you can import. We also have more templates coming soon. More on this later. First, let's go back and let's go through the features. So first of all, you will see the list of features that comes with the free versus pro theme. You can go through this if you are trying to figure out whether you want to get started with the free theme or you want to straight away go for the pro version. And if you are still not sure if the Travel Monster theme is for you, then you can go through this list here. Now let's dive straight into the features. First, you can select from a wide range of ready-to-import starter sites. They all include unique designs. This theme is also speed optimized for great performance and Core Web Vital optimized. The theme is also designed to be lightweight and it loads really fast. As I mentioned before, you can instantly access an array of pre-made templates. You can get your site up and running in no time as you can install exact demo with the template of your choice. The imported demo can also be tailored to exactly match your preferences. You also get access to the latest new free starter site templates as soon as they are added to the collection. The theme looks as beautiful on the mobile and tablet devices as they look on your computer. The theme is also SEO optimized for better ranking. It uses schema markup to communicate with search engines, which in turn improves content understanding. With the last updated on feature, search engines in this theme takes note of the date on which your content was last updated. It has built-in breadcrumb with unlimited color options for customization, has advanced typography options with 1400 and plus Google fonts. With advanced customization control, you have precise control over the typefaces you want to use. You can host your fonts locally to make your site GDPR compliant and improve the loading speed. All the changes you make on your left-hand side can be previewed in real time on the right-hand side before publishing them. The theme is WP Travel Engine compatible. You can add advanced trip search feature. It is one of the most remarkable features of the WP Travel Engine plugin. With it, visitors can quickly find trips based on duration, destination, price, activities, and design. Then you get the destinations page, where the tour destinations on your site are smartly arranged so that visitors can easily find different tours based on the places they love to travel. Let me show you the destinations page on our demo site. So here, this is the destinations page. And when your visitors click on the destinations page, they will be able to find all of the different destinations and the tours they can explore under that particular destination. Let's go back. Just like with the destinations page, you can also add the activities page where you can arrange various trip packages based on multiple activities. Then the trip type page, again, this arranges various trip packages based on different trip types. Let me show both activities and trip types page on our demo site. So back to our demo site, and here is the activities page. And if you scroll down, you will see various activities that are listed here. And if you click on the View All button, you will see all of the tours related to that particular activities. And it is the same with the trip types. Various trips like budget travel, child-friendly, cultural, homestay, high altitude, dog-friendly, nature-friendly, volunteer travel, weekend trips. Your visitors will be able to select the trip type of their choice, hassle-free. Let's get back. The PayPal payment gateway is built into WP Travel Engine, which you can use to collect payments for your tours. Then comes the coupon feature. The coupons feature helps you to offer discounts to customers. This will increase the likelihood of them booking more trips, making your tours more successful. The theme is Elementor compatible and Gutenberg compatible. With advanced header options, you can include all your essential information. To fine-tune your blog, you get advanced blog page settings. You also get advanced page settings to tailor your pages to look how you want, along with powerful customization for single post. You get advanced archive page settings, button customization to modify the button appearance using advanced controls such as padding, margin, typography, and colors. You can customize your own 404 page, integrate various social media links in your header. You get the scroll to top feature that lets visitors quickly get back to the top of your site with just one click. And if you are wondering what scroll to top button is, let me show that to you on our demo site. So as you scroll down, this is the scroll to top button. On just a single click, your visitors will be able to come to the top on your web page from any section of your site. Just like this. Let's get back. Sticky widget makes our last widget sticky. You can add a call to action, email subscription, or anything else to get your visitors' attention using this widget. Let me show this to you on our demo site as well. So go back, let's go to the blog page. And as you scroll down, you will see that even when all of the widgets, they've come to an end, the last widget is sticky. So even when your visitors scroll down to the very bottom, the last widget will remain sticky. You can make a proper use of the sticky widget feature to add a call to action, email subscription like I mentioned before. Let's go back. You get 4 footer widget areas along with footer settings and footer copyright. The theme is also cross-browser compatible. It allows easy legibility. It is RTL scripts ready, translation ready, and you also get regular updates with feature enhancements to ensure that the themes are always compatible with the latest WordPress version. With our extensive and beginner-friendly documentation, including this video tutorial, you will be able to get your site up and ready in no time. If you have any questions, comments, or feature requests regarding the theme, please reach out to our support team. I have also added a link in the description box below. Our support team will get back to you as soon as possible to help. Now I will show you how to download the Travel Monster free theme. On your right hand side, you just click on the Get It Now button, and if you want to check the pro version of the Travel Monster free theme, you can click on Check Pro Version button. For now, let's click on the Get It Now button. Fill in your details like email address, first name and last name. Then you have to click on the Download Now button. The theme will then be sent to your email address in the zip format. You can then download your theme from there. Now I'll show you how to install and activate the Travel Monster free theme. But first, you'll have to log in to your WordPress Admin Dashboard. I am logged into my WordPress Admin Dashboard. Before I install and activate the Travel Monster free theme, let's see how our site looks like currently. To take a look at your site, just hover your cursor over the house icon, which will give you an option to visit your site in the front end. So let's open our site in the new tab. And this is what it looks like right now with the default theme. Let's go back. Now to install and activate the Travel Monster free WordPress theme, go to Appearance and click on Themes. Click on Add New. Click on Upload Theme. Click on Choose File. Select the zip file that you downloaded and click on Open. Please note, if you are using Safari to download the theme, the file may unzip automatically. So make sure your theme is in zip format. How to stop Safari from automatically unzipping your zip file is included in the documentation link that I have added in the description box below. Now click on Install Now. The theme has been installed, and now click on Activate. The theme has now been installed and activated. Now, this theme recommends these plugins. I would highly recommend you to install and activate all of the recommended plugins because they will come in handy when we later have to add various features for our site. So click on Begin Installing Plugins. Select all of the plugins by checking into this little box here. Now from here, click here, click on Install and click on Apply. All of the required plugins have been installed. Now click on Return to Required Plugins Installer link. Again, you have to select all of the plugins by clicking here. From under Bulk Action, select Activate and click on Apply. This will activate all of the plugins all at once. So the plugins have also been activated successfully. Now, I will show you how to import the starter sites. Please note, you need to make sure that you have the Demo Importer Plus plugin installed and activated in order to access these templates. I have already installed and activated the Demo Importer Plus plugin, as you can see from the screen here. So what I'll do now is, let's give this page a refresh. And here we are on the dashboard. Now, go over to Appearance and here you have to click on the Demo Importer Plus plugin after navigating to it. Here you will see all of the available templates. The ones that are labeled Pro are only available for the Pro version of the theme. Now choose the template that you want to. I'm selecting the first one. If you want to preview the template, you can just click on the preview button and this will open the preview in the new tab. To import, click on the Import button. Now here you also get a preview of various pages like About Us, Our Team, FAQs, Contact Us, and Home. If you wish to, you can only import Home template, or you can import complete site. You just have to decide, make up your mind, and click on the respective button. I'm going to import complete site, so I'm just going to click on the Import Complete Site button. If you have previously imported a site, you have to select Delete Previously Imported Site by clicking here. But since this is the first time we are importing a site, we'll not have to check into this option. Now click on Import. Please be patient and don't navigate away, as this can take a few minutes depending on your host's performance. You will be notified once the process is completed, and then you can check the results. The site has now been imported successfully. After importing the site, if you click on the View Site button here, your site will open in the new tab and you will see that you have the exact site as you had seen on the demo. Here, you will see the banner section, the trip search, service section, popular trip section, popular destination section, popular activities section, the counter, client testimonial section, the blog section, the client's logo section, and the call to action section. Then there's the footer areas 1 to 3 and 4 and the footer copyright section. Now the trips that you see here are pre-created, as we have imported a ready-to-use template. So all the trips that you are seeing here, they are all pre-created. To view all of the trips, you just have to go back to your dashboard after you have imported the demo site. Then you have to go to Trips and click on All Trips. Here you will find all of the trips. These are the trips that are showing in the front end. So what you can do is you can just click on the Edit button for each of the trip. And then you can replace the content of the trip with your own content to help you go through the settings and for you to know what goes where in the website. You can go through our How to Create Your Very First Trip video tutorial. I have added a video link in the description box below. That video tutorial is very helpful. It will help you on how you can step by step create and publish your very first trip. And if you just want to edit, replace the content and update the trips that are pre-created, you can also do that with the help of the video. Now let's go back. Now as soon as you install and activate the WP Travel Engine plugin, you will see this message by WP Travel Engine plugin. So just click on the You Are Just One Step Away Complete link here. Just click on Allow and Continue. And this will display all of the global trip settings for WP Travel Engine plugin. I have created a separate video tutorial on how to configure global trip settings under WP Travel Engine. I have added the link to that video in the description box below. Please go through that video. I have step by step explained all of these settings in that video. Now we will access the customizer settings. To access the customizer settings, just go to Appearance and you have to click on the Customize option. I'm going to open it in the new tab. And here you will see various settings like Site Identity, General Settings, Posts and Pages Settings, and the Core Settings. I will go through each of these settings one by one and step by step in this video tutorial. Let's start with Site Identity. Before that, from here the active theme is being displayed. If you wish to change the active theme, which is the Travel Monster theme, you can click on the Change button and easily change the theme of your choice. Now let's go to Site Identity. The first setting under Site Identity is Logo. Here, the logo is being displayed here. If you wish to remove the logo, you can click on the remove button. If you wish to change the logo, you can click on the change logo button. So if you click on the remove button here, this will give you the option to select a different logo. So if you click on select logo, you can either upload an image of the logo from here. You just have to click on select files and select the logo image of your choice. All the images that you upload from upload files here get stored in the media library section. Right now, all the images that you are seeing are the demo content. All of these images are currently being used in the site. So for now, I will just select this logo. Then you have to click on select. You can either crop the image or you can skip cropping. I'm going to skip cropping this time. And you will see the logo here. So the logo appears a lot bigger and it is also appearing blurry, but no need to worry at all. We have the logo width option. So you can easily adjust your logo width from here. You can slide this button under to decrease the logo width. You can slide this button over to increase the logo width. For now, I will set it to 40. Now you can also add in the site title. So currently the site title is not being displayed here, and that is because the hide site title option is enabled in default. If you just disable the option, you will see the site title is now being displayed. To add in the site title of your choice, simply remove the site title that is already here. Then you can type in the site title of your choice. For now, I will just add a space between travel and monster. Then you can do the same with the tagline. Remove the tagline that is already here and add in the tagline of your choice. To display the tagline here, just disable hide site tagline option, which will display the tagline over here. I will come back to the site icon later on. First, let's explore the site title typography options. So from here, you can select the font family. So the default font family has been selected. You can select any font family of your choice. Do you see the change here? Now you can also increase the font size. Just slide this button over or under. Then you can set the line height, letter spacing. Depending upon the font family you have selected, you can also select the font weight. Now from transform, you have the options that you can select from. If you select lowercase, the site title will all be in lowercase. And if you select uppercase, they will be in uppercase. You can select capitalize or none. Now under site title colors, you can select the site title color of your choice. So just click here. Now you can select the color from the palette. So if I select this orange color right here, after selecting the color, you can set the tone from here. Or you can also add in the hex value, and the site title color will change in no time. It is the same with the tagline color. Just click here. Now select the color from the palette and set the tone for your site tagline. And here are the changes. Now the interesting thing is that you can select the font size, line height and letter spacing across different devices. Let me demonstrate that for you. So right now we are seeing the desktop view. All of these changes are for the desktop view. Let's switch to the tablet view and we will just increase the font size. We will also maybe adjust the line height and letter spacing a little bit. Then let's go to the top. Let's also decrease the logo width. And as you can see, the difference has been made. Now let's switch to the mobile device and we will decrease the logo width. Then scroll down. From under site title typography, we will just increase the font size a little bit. and maybe set the line height. So we have made the settings for the mobile device. Now, as we switch to the desktop site, you will see we have a different site logo along with a different font size for the site title. And here is the tagline. And as we switch to the tablet device, you will see the difference here. And as we switch to the mobile device, you will see the difference here. So Travel Monster theme gives you that flexibility of making different settings across different devices. And you can see the result here. Let's switch back to the desktop site. And let's go with the site icon. So to select a site icon, you simply have to select the site icon option here. Now select the site icon of your choice. I will go with this one again. Click on select. Again, you have the option to skip cropping or crop the image. I'm going to skip cropping again. And this right here is your site icon. I would highly recommend you to add in a site icon because it not only helps your users to identify your site, it also helps you to build your brand identity. So that was it about the site identity. I'll just remove this logo and I will select the logo that was already here, which is this logo right here. Click on select, skip cropping. And I will also hide the site title and the tagline because the logo I have right now does not really require the site title and tagline to display. Then I will increase the logo width for the desktop site. Then for the tablet view, I will increase it a little bit more. Then for the mobile view, I will also increase the site logo. Okay, I think this looks fine. Now click on Publish to save the changes you have made so far. Let's go back and let's switch to the desktop view. Now before we move on to general settings, let's dive into homepage building first. For that, let's go to our site in the front end. Let's go to the top and you have to click on Edit with Elementor. Travel Monster theme gives you the option to edit various sections of your homepage. So let's see how we can do that. On the left hand side are various Elementor widgets. Now on the right hand side, first is the header. I will show you how you can customize your header section later in the video. So let's dive into banner. First is the header text. So you just click on it, you hover your cursor and you click on it, and this will give you the option to edit heading. So from here you can change the title. So instead of the title that is already here, you can add in a different title. So you have to remove the title that is already here and add in the title of your choice, and whatever title you add will be displayed here. Further, you can also add a link to the heading. All you have to do is copy and paste the link to the page or the post where you want your visitors to land on when they click on the heading. So for now, as you can see, it does not give you the option to click anywhere on the heading. So after you add a link, for now, let me just add a hashtag. So after you copy and paste the link, you will see you have an option, or your visitors will have the option to click on the heading, which will take them to the page or the post of which the link you add right over here. Then you can select the size. You can also select the HTML tag and you can select the alignment from different options available here. Now when you go to style, you can select the text color. Simply click here. You can select the color from here. You can move around the pointers. And whatever color you select will be reflected on the right hand side. So you can just select the color from here. I will go with white color since it contrasts with the background. Now under typography, you can just click here. then you can select the font family. And whatever font family you select, it will be applied to your heading. Furthermore, you can increase or decrease the size from here, and depending upon the font family you have selected, you can also select the font style. Then you have options under transform, and from under style, you have options like normal, italic, oblique. Okay, let's go with default. Then from under decoration, you can go with underline, overline, line through, or none. You can also set the line height, letter spacing, as well as the word spacing. Then you have the option for text stroke. You can set the text stroke by sliding this button over or under. Then you can also select the text stroke color from here. So for example, if I select the red color, and if I increase the text stroke to 1, you will see the changes here. I will just set none for this time, and I will also change the stroke color back to black. You can also add the text shadow from here, and you can select blend mode from the list of available options. Next is the text editor. So just select the text here, and this will give you the option to edit text editor. Again, just like with the heading, just remove the text that is already here, then you can add in the text of your choice. Then you have options like drop cap. You can enable it. To enable the option, I'm going to disable it for now. You can select columns and also set the columns gap. Then from under style, you will find various styling and customization options. So you can set the alignment first. You can select the text color. Again, you can move around the pointer and you can select the color of your choice. I will go with white this time also. Then from under typography, you get the same options as you did with your heading. You can set the font family, you can set the size. Depending upon the font family you have selected, you can also select the font style. Then you have options for transform, style, decoration. You can set the line height, letter spacing, as well as word spacing. Then you also have the option to add text shadow. Now we have the trip search widget. To edit the trip search widget, again hover your cursor and you have to click on it. I have created a separate video tutorial on WP Travel Engine Elementor widgets where I have explained the trip search widget in detail. Please refer to that video tutorial, it is very helpful. I have added the link to that video in the description box below. Now after selecting it, you'll have the option to select the layout. From here, you can select vertical or you can select horizontal. This does not look very flattering, so instead of horizontal, we will stick with the vertical layout. Then from under additional, you can first of all change the search button label. So instead of search, if you want to add in, let's say, results or view all, remove the label that is already here, then add in the label of your choice, and whatever label you add will be displayed over here. I'm going to change it back to search. Next, you can enable or disable various taxonomies. So for example, if I don't wish to display the destination taxonomy, I can just disable to show the destination taxonomy by disabling the toggle here, which will disable the destination taxonomy. And you can do the same with the rest of the taxonomies. For example, right now the trip types taxonomy is disabled. If I enable it back on, it will be displayed. You can also change the filter label. So from here, instead of trip types, if I only want to display trips, I'll just remove the second word, and you will see the trip types label is now only trip as we added here inside the filter label. After you enable the destination taxonomy, it will be displayed here. Now you also can change the display order from here. And changing the display order option is also available for the rest of the taxonomies. Now under Style, you have the general options like setting the primary color. Just like with other color options, you have to click here, then you can select the color of your choice. You can even add in the hex value. And it is the same with the background color. Just select the color of your choice. So for example, if I set this dark green color, the color that I select will be reflected in the trip search widget. Then from under typography, you have options like setting the font family, setting the font size. You also have the option to select the font style, select the transform options, style options, decoration options, as well as set the line height, letter spacing, and word spacing. You can also apply padding to your trip search widget from here. If you wish to add in the box shadow, click here. First, select the color. So I'll just go with the green color here. After selecting the color, you have other options to explore from. You can also set the position as outline or inset. Then you can also select the border type. Click here. So when you select double, do you see the difference here? The border is now applied. You can also select the width and the color of the border, as well as set the border radius. For now, I will set it back to default. Then you have the input options, where you can select the color. So instead of the black color, if you want to set the color as green, you can set the color as green. Then you can also set the background color. You can then select the icon color. Click here and select the icon color of your choice. Like if I set it as red, the icon's color will change back to red. You can also change the arrow color. Click here and you can select the color of your choice. I will just let it be black for now. You can also select the border type. So again, if I select double, the border will be applied to each of the boxes. You can then also select your border width. For now, I'm going to go with default option. Then you have the normal option and the first child option. You can set the border radius, padding, and margin from here. And you can also set the item spacing by sliding this button. Lastly, we have the button options. From here, you can select the typography for the button. You can simply click here and you can set the font family, font size, and rest of the options under Typography Settings for your button. You can apply padding. You can apply the background color. So if you want to apply a red or a light red color or any other color, you can just select from here. Whatever color you select will be applied to the button. You can also select the text color. You can also select the border type. You can set the width and the color, as well as the border radius. If you wish to apply box shadow, you can click here. Select the color first of all. Then you can explore through other settings to set the right amount of box shadow for the button. So that is it. Now let's go ahead with the banner. For now, let's say you want to change the image of the banner. That is very simple. All you have to do is click here. And this will give you the option to edit the entire section. To change the image, you have to go to Style. Then this gives you the option to select a different image. You have to click here. Now select the image of your choice. Let's select this one and click on Insert Media. And here, the background image has been changed. Furthermore, you can also customize the background image. You just have to select the position. Now, currently, center right has been selected. You can select top center. or you can select any other available options. You can also set the attachment. You have the repeat or no repeat options. Then you can also set the size as auto, cover, contain, or custom, where you can select the image width. I will just go with the cover option. Now instead of a background image, let's say you want to just display colors. For that, you have to select gradient. And from here, you will be able to select a color at first. So let's select a color. Let's select lighter shade of green. Then you can also set the location for that color by sliding this button over or under. Then you can change the second color. And you can set the location for that as well by sliding the button over or under. For the gradient, you can also select the gradient type as linear or radial. And when you select radial, you can also select the position. You can select center right, top left, bottom center, and so on. Let's stick with linear. Now when you have selected the gradient, if you go over to shape divider, and here you can select the shape divider type. If you click here, you have the options like mountains, pyramids, zigzag, and so on. You can set the width. Do you see the difference here right on top? You can set the height, and so on. Let's go back to the background. If you wish to add in a video, select video. And you have to copy paste the YouTube or Vimeo video link over here. And whatever link you add in here, that particular video will be displayed here. And if you select slideshow, you will have the options to select images. So click here and just select multiple images, all the images that you wish to display on your banner. I have just selected a few images. Click on create a new gallery. Click on insert gallery. Okay, for now the zigzag option is being displayed. Let me remove that first. So from shape divider, I'm going to select none. Back to background, and you will see all of the images that you selected is now displaying in a slideshow as the banner of our site. Then you have the other options with which you can control the background. Okay, I'm going to select image, the classic one. Now you can also select the background overlay. Click here. You can select the image. So click here, and let's say I select a different image, like the image over here. Click on insert media. Then the background overlay will be enabled. You can also select opacity from here. Do you see the difference? Then you have a bunch of other options that you can play around with to get the perfect banner for your homepage and for your site. I'm not going to add the background overlay, but that is how you can do it. Now, along with the normal settings, you also have hover options. Again, you can select the background type. So if you click here and if you select an image, let me select this one for a while. Click on insert media. Upon hovering the cursor, you will see the image will be overlaid to the background. So these are multiple options that you get to customize and style your banner and your homepage. Furthermore, you have the border options and the typography options where you can change the heading color, text color, link hover color, as well as set the text alignment. And if you go over to layout, you have more options that you can select from. If you face any difficulties while going through these settings, please do reach out to our support team with the help of the link I have added in the description box below. Now let's scroll down. We have the service section. To customize them, simply select one of them, and this will give you the option to edit the section. So from here, you can select the icon. The icon has already been selected. If you wish to select a different icon, you can either select Upload SVG and upload your own media, or you can click on Icon Library where you can select from the list of available icons. So you can select an icon, or you can also search for the icon by typing the name here, and you have to click on the Insert button, which will then display the icon over here and over here respectively. Now you can select the view from here. You can set it as stacked or framed. You can select the shape as circle or square. The shape has now been changed to square. It is a little difficult to view it because the color is quite light. So to change the color, let's go to Style and let's change the primary color. Click here. Now instead of this light green color, select a lighter red color by sliding over this pointer. And do you see the difference here? Similarly, you can also change the secondary color. So if you click here, to match with the background or the primary color, I will also set the icon color as red. Then you have further options like spacing, increasing the icon size, padding, and the rotate option. You can also apply the border radius. So this was under style. I will come back to these settings later again. Let's go back to content. And from under shape, let's select circle once again. From here, you can change the title and description. So the title that is already here, just remove the title that is here. Then you have to type in the title that you wish to add in. Then the same goes for description as well. If you wish to add a link, you can add the link to your page or post. So the moment I add in the link, the icon will be clickable. You can also set the icon position from 3 different options available. I will go with top. Then you can also select the title HTML tag from the list of available options. Now let's get back to style. I explained the normal options, so we also have the hover option. From under hover option, you can select the primary color. So you can select a darker red, and as I hover my cursor, you will see the primary color will now change to darker red color. It is the same with the secondary color. You can also select the hover animation. So just for now, let's select pop. And as you hover over the cursor, you will see the icon will pop because we have selected hover animation as pop. Then you can also set the spacing, size, padding, rotate, and border radius options. All of these are also available for the normal option. Now let's see what we have under content. From here, you can select the alignment. You can also select the vertical alignment from here. You can set the spacing. You can select the color for the content. So if you wish to set the green color, you can select the color from here by sliding these pointers, and whatever color you select will be displayed here. You can also select the typography from here. You can stick with the default option, or you can select from the list of available options. You also have more options that you can explore from. You have the text stroke option as well as the text shadow option. Now you have the same options for description. You can set the color from here. You have the typography options as well as the text shadow option. Please note, the description settings work for the description part. Following the same process, you can make changes to the rest of the icon boxes. Now, let's explore another section. So before we dive into this, here are the headings. I will show you how you can customize them first. So all you have to do is hover your cursor over the text you want to change. Then you have to click on it. This will give you the option to edit heading. Now from here, you can change the title. You can add in the link. You can set the size, HTML tag. You can set the alignment. Then from under style, again, you have the options of selecting the text color. You can select the typography from here, along with the rest of the options like setting the size, selecting the line height, letter spacing, as well as the word spacing. Then you have the options like setting the text stroke, text shadow, and blend mode. All of these settings are same as the options that we had for heading, which we explored earlier. Now similarly, if you click here, this will give you the option to customize this particular heading, and if you click here, this will give you the option to customize this particular editor. Now comes the trips, so just select it. All you have to do is hover your cursor over the trips and you just have to click here. This will give you the option to edit the trips. I have covered the trips section in our WP Travel Engine Elementor Widgets video tutorial in depth. I have added the link to that video in the description box below. Here, I will explain you the basic concept. So from under layout, you can select the card view. Here it is the grid layout. You have two more options, that is the list and the slider layout. When you select list, the trips will display in the list format. I will select grid, and when you select slider, the trips will be displayed in the slider format. You can select trips per row from here. You can increase or decrease the trips gap. And you can also select the layouts. So for example, if I select layout number 3, the layout will change to a different layout. From under query, you can show trips based on featured. So when you select featured, all of the trips that are marked as featured from your dashboard will be displayed. From here, you can also select latest, which will display all of the latest trips that you have added. You can select on sale. Selecting on sale will only display those trips that are on sale. Now let's suppose you want to display your own list of trips. To do that, you have to click here and select choose from the list. Now here are the trips that are already selected. So let's say you don't want to display the fantastic Maldives tour. You can just remove it by clicking on this little cross icon. Hover your cursor over the trip and click on the cross icon. This will remove that particular trip from the section. Now to add another trip, just click here inside the empty space. Now you can select any trip of your choice. So select the Paris Eiffel Tower and it will be displayed here. So that is how you can replace the trips, or you can select the trips of your choice to display on your trip section. From under additional, you have a bunch of options that you can explore from. From here, you can enable or disable the trip description. You can enable or disable the title. Just enable or disable the toggle. Then you have the option to enable or disable the price. So here is the price option. You can disable the price by disabling the toggle. So this will remove all of the prices altogether, both the striked price and the price on sale. To enable it back on, you'll have to enable the option. Now, if you wish to disable only the striked price, you have to disable the toggle and the striked price will be gone. To enable it back on, you'll have to enable the option. You can go through these settings, and whatever options that you wish to enable, you have to enable the toggle, and the options that you wish to disable, you can disable the toggle. Now from under style, you have the general options, under which you have the normal and the hover settings. The normal option is for the normal state of the trips, and the hover option is for when your visitors hover over the trips. Let me demonstrate that with an example. So for the normal, let's not change the background color. Let's set the background color as it is right now. For the hover option, click here and let's change the color to a lighter shade of green. So just select the color from the palette and move around the pointer to set the color of your choice. Let's select a lighter shade of green. Now as you hover your cursor, you will see the normal state is fine because we have not changed the background color. But if you hover your cursor, for the hover state, you will see the color now changes to this light green. So that is the difference between the normal and the hover settings. Now you have other options like setting the box shadow, selecting the border type, applying the border radius. You also have the typography, alignment, padding, and margin options. The options under the normal and the hover conditions are the same. Then you have other options like image, title, content, meta price, feature tag, discount tag, and the button. I have explained all of these settings one by one and step by step in our WP Travel Engine Elementor Widgets plugin video tutorial. I have added the link in the description box below. Please go through that video for the reference. For the changes we have made, let's click on Update to save the changes. Let's scroll down. Now to edit the button, you have to click here, and this will give you the option to edit the button as well. So from here you can select the type. You can add in the text of your choice. So current text is view all trips. To remove it, remove the text title that is already here. Then you have to add in the text of your choice, which will replace the text that is already here. Then you can add in the link to the page or the post where you want your visitors to land on when they click on the button right over here. You can select the button alignment. You can select the size of the button. You can also add the icon to your button. You can either upload the SVG icon or you can click on the icon library option, select the icon and insert it. You can also set your icon spacing by sliding this button over or under, and you can add the button ID here. Then for the styling options, click on the style option here. You can set the button typography from here. You have the text shadow option, the text color, background type, color, border type, and other settings with which you can easily customize the button. If you face any difficulties while going through these settings, then please do let me know in the comment section below, or you can directly reach out to our support team with the help of the link I have added in the description box below. Scroll down. Now we have the destination section. To customize the destination section, you have to click here. Now again, you have the content options where you can select the layout, query and additional settings. Then you have the styling options. All of these settings have been explained step by step in WP Travel Engine Elementor Widgets plugin video tutorial. So please refer to that video tutorial. I have added the link in the description box below. So from here, you can select the card layout. You have layout number 1, layout number 2, and layout number 3. Furthermore, you can select trips per row by increasing or decreasing the number from here. You can also increase or decrease the trip gap. From under query, you can select destination based on default, or you can choose from the list. So all you have to do is click on the add icon. This will give you the option to select the destination. So instead of Sri Lanka here, if I wish to add in a different country as destination, so let's say France for example, let's select France, and France will be added here. Now to remove Sri Lanka, I'll have to simply click on this little cross icon, and this will remove Sri Lanka as the destination. Likewise, you can choose the destination that you wish to add on your destination section. Furthermore, under additional settings, you have the options to show or hide the trip counts. So you can either hide them or show them. You can edit the trip count label. So the trip count label is trips. If you wish to remove and add in a different trips count label, remove it, then add in the trips count label of your choice. Then you also have the option to show or hide the destination name. Furthermore, for the customization option, like let's say you want to change the color of the trips count label, you can go to Style. Then from here, you have the count option. You can click on it. Now from here, you can change the typography. You can also change the color. So click here and you can select a different color. Okay, let's select red color. A dark red color. Then you can also choose the background color. Click here and let's choose the background color as light red. Or you can also go with a lighter green or any other color as per your site's need and preferences. You simply have to move around the pointers, or you can add in the hex value to add in the color of your choice. You can also select the border type from here. So if you select dotted border, the border will display as dotted for the count. Next up, you can also customize the arrows. So for example, if you wish to select a different arrow, then you can also do that. For that, just go to the arrow option. Now you can also custom upload the arrow. You can either upload a different SVG icon by selecting Upload SVG option, or you can go to Icon Library and you can select the icon of your choice. For example, if I wish to go with this option and click on Insert, you will see the arrow that I selected earlier will be displayed here. You can also increase or decrease the arrow size from here. You simply have to slide this button over or under, and it will have the effect on the arrows on the right hand side. To change the arrow color, you have to click here and just select the color of your choice. I have gone with this darker red color once again. Furthermore, you can also customize the images. You can select the image size from the list of available options. You can select the object fit, select the width, height, as well as apply the border radius. Similarly, from under title, you have the typography options for both normal and the hover state. If you have any more questions, please do reach out to our support team with the help of the link I have added in the description box below. Let's see what else do we have. Another trip section, so you have to click here and this will give you the option to edit trips. Now you have the activities section. You have to select the section by clicking on it and this will give you the option to edit activities. You have options like layout, query, additional, and you have the styling and customization options. All of the settings for activities section is same as the destination section. I have also explained all of these settings one by one in our WP Travel Engine Elementor Widgets video tutorial. Please refer to that video tutorial, and if you still come across any difficulties, please do not hesitate to reach out to our support team. Next, we have the counter section. So to customize and edit the section, click here. This will select the entire section. To change the background color and the image, you can go to Style and you can just click here. Then you can click on Choose Image and select the image of your choice. So if I select this one and click on Insert Media, you will see the image will change. You can further set the position from here, like bottom center or top center, center right, and so on. Now to further edit the counters, you have to select the counter And this will give you the option to change the title, change the start and the ending number. So here it is 500 plus. If I add in the number as 1500, you will see the number will be added as 1500. You can also select the 1000 separator and select the starting number from here. Then you have a bunch of other options like adding prefix, suffix, and rolling time. From under display settings, you can select an icon to display. You can either click on icon library and select the icon of your choice, or you can upload the SVG icon. For now, I'm just going to delete this icon, and it will delete the icon altogether. Also, if you have selected an icon, you can also set the icon position. Then from under style, you can select a different color for this. Click here and select the color of your choice. To set the color back to default, you can click on the reset button here. Then you have the value style where you can select the color. I'll set it back to white. You can also select the typography. Then you have the icon style where you can change the icon color, increase or decrease the icon size, and select the style. You can also set the spacing. Then you also have options for prefix and suffix. Next is the client testimonial section. So this is very easy to edit as well. Click on the section. Here you can add a new testimonial by clicking on add item. Now just click here and select the image of your choice. Let me select a random image and click on insert media. Now you can add in the testimonial title, testimonial content, the name of the customer who gave the testimonial, and their designation. And after that, the testimonial will be displayed here. Now, if you want to copy and paste the testimonial, you simply have to click here. This will copy and paste the same testimonial. I'm going to remove both testimonials for now. If you wish to edit the testimonials that are already here, you can simply click on the name. You can change the image from here. You can add in the title, the content, the name, and the designation from here. You can also select the layout. So you have a bunch of layout that you can select from. You can select any layout of your choice. I will stick with layout number 3. Then you can enable the carousel navigation from here. You can change the previous and the next icon. So this is the previous icon and this is the next icon. To change it, you can either upload the SVG icon, or if you click here on the icon library option, you can select from the options available. So if I select this for example and click on insert, you will see the previous icon will change. Similarly, you can change the next icon by clicking on icon library. And let's select this one to match the previous icon. Click on insert. And here the icons have changed. You can also enable carousel dots. So when you enable this option, it will enable the carousel dots. You can also enable carousel autoplay. If you enable this option, the carousels will move from one to another without having to press on either side of the icons. So you can just enable the toggle to enable this option. After enabling the carousel autoplay, you can also select the autoplay speed from here. By enabling the carousel in infinite loop, the carousels will move on in a loop even when they have come to an end. For now, I'll disable the carousel autoplay option. Then you have the rating settings. Here you can enable the rating by enabling the toggle. You can set the rating scale from here. It can either be 0 to 5 or 0 to 10, and you can give yourself a rating here. So if I select 10, Then from here, I can also set the number as 10. For now, let's go with 0 to 5 and I will set the number as 5 for the rating. Then from icon, you can either select Font Awesome or Unicode. Now to change the colors, you have to go to Style option, and here you'll have the option to select the text color. Click here and you can select the color of your choice. So whatever color you select from here will be reflected here. To change the color of the content, from under testimonial content, you have to change the text color. Then you have the image style options. You have the reviewer style options, the rating star options where you can increase the size of the stars. You have the spacing options. You can also change the color of the stars. So from here, if I select red, the colors will change to red. Then you have the options for navigation arrows and navigation dots from here. The only thing I would like to change from here is the color of the navigation dots. So click here and I will set the color to lighter red to match with the red rating stars. Scroll down. Next is the blog section. Again, you have to hover your cursor over the blog section and you have to click anywhere, which will give you the option to edit the blog section. So from here, you will be able to select the author, and whatever author name you select, only the post from that particular author will be displayed here in your blog section. Next, you can also select the category. So click here and select the category of your choice. So if I select travel guide, then only those blog posts that are assigned with the travel guide category will be displayed here. Similarly, if you have assigned tags to your blog post, you will have the option to select tags. Right now, I have not assigned any tags to the blog post, which is why it is empty. But if you add the tags, it will give you a list of the tags that you can select from, and whatever tags you select, the blog posts from that particular tag will be displayed here. Then you also have the exclude option where you can exclude the blog post of your choice. Here, you can select posts per page. Currently, 3 posts are selected per page. If you want to increase it, you can increase it from here. And the number of blog posts will keep increasing. You can also set the order based on date, post author, title, or the rest of the options available. And you can set the order based on ascending or descending order. Next, you have the layout settings. Here, layout number 2 has been selected. You can select layout number 3, layout number 1, or layout number 4. I will stick with layout number 3. Then you have the image size option. You can enable or disable show load more option, show or hide the image, show or hide the title, show or hide the excerpt. You can also select the excerpt words. Currently, 20 words have been selected. If you wish to select higher, you can just set the number of words. Like if I select 45, then 45 words will be displayed as excerpt for each of the blog posts. You can also set the expansion indicator, which is right over here. You can enable or disable the show read more button. By disabling or enabling the toggle, you can show or hide the author name. By disable or enabling the toggle, you can also show or hide the author avatar. If you add in the image of the author, it will be displayed here. For now, I'm going to disable it. You can show or hide the date as well as show or hide the category. So if you enable to display the category will be displayed for each of the blog posts that are displaying here. From under style, You have the post background color. You can click here, and just like with any other color settings, you can select the color of your choice by moving around these pointers. You can select the color from the color palette, and you can move around the pointers here to select the right tone. You can set spacing between items and image, and also apply content padding. You can set the border type, apply the border radius, as well as set the box shadow and alignment. From under color and typography, you can select the title color, title hover color, as well as the typography. So the options under title style works for the blog post title, and the options under excerpt style only works for the excerpts or the blog post summary that is displaying for each of the blog posts. And the meta style works for the metas. So from here, if I change the color to, let's say, red, you will see the colors will change, the colors for the metas. Then from the typography, you can select the font family, you can set the font size, then you have other options that you can explore from. And you also have the options for read more button style. Like you can change the typography, you can change the text color, you have the options for normal and the hover state. So for the normal state, if I set the color as red, and from under hover option, if I select a different color, as your visitors hover over the read more text or the read more button, the color will change to the color that you set from here. Then you have a bunch of other options like setting the border type, border radius, padding, and margin. If you find any difficulties while going through the settings for the blog post section, then please do let me know in the comment section below, or you can directly reach out to our support team. Next is the client logo section. So you have to click on the client logo section. This will give you the option to edit the client's logo section. So from here, you can add or remove the client's logo. These are the client's logo available. If you wish to remove any one of them, then you can just click on this cross icon, and that particular icon will be gone. If you wish to add an icon, you have to click on Add Item, click on Choose Image, select the icon of your choice and click on Insert Media, which will then add the icon that you just added. You can also add in the client URL. You can copy and paste the link to the page or the post where you want your visitors to land on when they click on this particular logo. So when you add in the link, the icon will be clickable, and if your visitors click on this icon, they will land on the page or the post of which the link you have added here. That same option is also available for the rest of the items that are added. You can also enable carousel by enabling this toggle, which means if you have added enough logos, they will go on from one to another in a carousel slider manner. You can also select columns per row from here. And if you enable the carousel, you can also select the autoplay speed from here. If you wish to display the logos in black and white, just enable this option and they will display the logos in black and white. But upon hovering your cursor over the icons, they will display their original colors. I will disable to show the icons in black and white. Now from under Style, you have the options like setting the max width for client images. You can either increase it or you can decrease it. You can increase or decrease the logo hover capacity. You have to simply slide this button over or under. Then you can also apply padding from here. The next option is Call to Action section. So for the Call to Action section, if you wish to change the image, simply click here. This will give you the option to choose the image. So click on Choose Image option. Let's select this one and click on Insert Media. And that particular image will be displayed here. You can further customize the image with the help of the options available here. Now to change the title, you can click here and you can edit the heading as well as the text from here. Then for the button, you can click here and you can make changes to the button that is available here. Now to edit the whole section as a chunk, just click here. And this will give you the option to make changes to the whole section. Like if you go over to Style, you can select the background type, background overlay, then you have the border settings, shape divider and typography. Now apart from these sections that are already there on the home page, if you wish to add a different section, you have to click here. Then you can select from any widgets that are available here. You simply have to select the widget, drag and drop it. Then you can further customize the widget that you have added by clicking on it. So just for the demonstration purpose, I have made a few changes. Now let's see how our site looks like in the front end. Click on Update. And let's preview our site by clicking on Preview Changes option. And here are the changes that we have made. For now, I will pause the video, revert all of the changes that we have made so far, and we will continue with our customizer settings. I have reverted all the changes that I have made. Now let's go back to our customizer. We are done with the site identity. And next is the general settings. First is general. And the first option is container. So a container is an element that holds all your site content. The first option is container width, which you can select across different devices. So you can either increase it. So I'll just hide controls for a while. So this is the container width. You can just increase it or you can decrease it. Do you see the difference here? Let me decrease this. And you will see the difference. To set the container width back to default, you can click on the Reset button. You also have the option to set the container width across different devices. Like the tablet and the mobile devices, you can switch to respective devices and make the changes respectively. I'll switch back to the desktop view. Next is the full width centered max width. This setting sets the container width for a full width centered layout. You can increase or decrease it with the help of the button here. And you can also set the full width centered max width across different devices. Just click on Publish if you have made any changes. Next is Sidebar. The first option is Sidebar Layout. Before I go into this, please note that each of the blog page, pages, and posts have their own sidebar layout settings. Only if they are set to default, then the sidebar layout under General Settings will have control. Else, they are individually controlled from the specific settings. Let me demonstrate an example. So right now, if I switch to the blog page, and let's say I try to change the layout here. So this is the layout that is selected in default, that is the right sidebar. If I select left sidebar, no difference can be seen here. And that is because if you go back and back, under Posts and Pages, the blog page has its own sidebar layout settings. And it is the same case with the Pages settings. Here are the sidebar layout options. And also with the single post settings. Here is the sidebar layouts. So just to show you an example, from under blog page, if you set it to default, click on Publish, and if you go back, Back to General, under General Settings, go to Sidebar, and now you will see the change has already been made. We have selected left sidebar, and the sidebar is now displaying on the left on our blog page. If you select no sidebar, the sidebar will not be displayed on your blog page anymore. Let's select right sidebar layout for now. Now you can select the sidebar width. You can increase it. Do you see the sidebar width being increased? Just increase it, or you can decrease it as per your choice. I'll decrease it a little bit. I think this looks fine. So let's go with this one. You can also select the widget spacing, that is the spacing between various widgets that are added here on the sidebar, between the two widgets. So let's increase the widget space. This looks good. Now, the last option is to make the last widget sticky. So recent posts is the last widget and it is sticky. That is because the last widget sticky option has been enabled. If you disable this option, as your visitors scroll down, the last widget will no longer be sticky. But I would recommend you to enable the last widget sticky option. Then you can add a widget that is very helpful, like maybe a call to action widget or an email subscription widget. That way, your visitors will be able to see that widget all the time, even as they are scrolling up and down your blog page. I'll just enable it. And now, as you scroll down or as your visitors scroll down, the last widget will remain sticky, even till the very end. Click on Publish to save the changes. Let's go back. Next is Button. So to explore this option, let's go back to our home page. And let's scroll down to find a button. So here is the button. From here you can select the button roundness. So maybe if I select 6, you will see on the top left side, the button is rounder than the rest of the sides. If you want to have the same value across all the sides, just click here, Link Values. And now as you decrease and increase the value will be same across all the directions. And it will be seen here as well. You can also set the button padding following the same process. So you can just add a specific value here. Then if you wish to have the same value, you can click on this button here. Now as you increase and decrease the value, the same value will be applied across all the directions, and it can also be seen here on your button. The same settings apply for all the buttons across your site. Now let's go into button initial state options. So the button initial state is this state right here. As you hover over the button, the state that it is in right now is the button hover state. So you have different options for button initial state. This is the initial state, and as you hover your cursor over the button, that is the hover state. You can select a different text color, background color, and the border color. And it is the same with the hover state. All you have to do is click here, select the color from the palette. You can then set the tone, or you can add in the hex value, and it will change accordingly. You can make changes as per your site's requirement and preferences. Next is the button typography. From here, you can select a different font family. So just select a different font of your choice and it will be applied here. Depending upon the font family you have selected, you can also apply variants. You can increase or decrease the button size. And you can also increase or decrease the line height. To set them back to default, you can click on the reset buttons. For now, I will discard all of the changes that I have made. I'll just click here and I will click on discard changes, but you can go with your own preference. Again, under General Settings, I will go to General. We are done with button. Now let's go to Scroll to Top. So these options are meant for the Scroll to Top button over here. First, you can disable or enable to show the Scroll to Top button. So right now it is being displayed in default. If you wish to hide it, you can just disable the button and it will not be shown here anymore. To display it back on, just enable the button and it will be displayed here. Next is the icon size. So you can just increase and decrease the icon size depending upon your preference, and you can do that across various devices. For the desktop view, you can have this size. Then for the tablet view, you can increase the size a little bit. Then for the mobile device, you can increase the size even more or less as per your preference. And that is how it looks like. After you are done, don't forget to publish to save your changes. Let's go back. Next is the pagination. Now to explore through the options, first I will go to our blog page. Scroll all the way down to the bottom. And here is the pagination. So you can select pagination type from here. This is the numbered pagination type. You can either go for default, which will set the pagination type as older or newer post. You can select Load More button, which will display the Load More Posts button here. You can change the Load More label from Load More Posts to anything else. Just remove the label that is already here, then add in the label of your choice. Now when you click on the Load More Post button, here is the loading label, and as you scroll down until no more posts are displayed. So the loading label displays as loading, which you can change from here, and the no more post label, you can change that from here. Just remove the labels that are already here and add in the label of your choice. Now if you select Auto Infinite Scroll, all of the blog posts will keep on loading until and unless all of the blog posts have come to an end. So this does not display any button at all. As you keep on scrolling down through the blog page, the posts will keep on appearing until all of the blog posts are displayed. I'm going to select numbered. If you have made any changes, please don't forget to click on Publish button. Next is the 404 page. Before we go into this setting, let me show you what 404 page is. So let's go to our site in the front end. Go to the home page. So this is the 404 page. The 404 page displays if you happen to click on a link that does not exist anymore. In order to customize the 404 page, you will need the 404 page settings. So let's explore through these settings. First is Upload 404 image. Click on Select Image. You can select any image of your choice. Let's go with this one here. Click on Select. You can crop the image or skip cropping. I'm going to skip cropping this time. Now if you click on the Publish button, go back to the same 404 page that we opened earlier, give it a refresh, and you will see the image has now been added. Back to the settings. Now you can also display or hide the latest post. Currently, as you can see, the latest posts are being displayed. If you go back to your customizer and choose to disable the Show Latest Post option, click on Publish, go back to the same page and give it a refresh. The latest post will not be displayed anymore. Go back and enable to show the latest post once again. You can also select the number of posts from here. So you can just increase the number of posts to 6, and you can also select post per row. So instead of 3, if you choose to go with 2 and click on publish, go back to your 404 page, give it a refresh. And here are the latest posts. Currently 6 posts are being displayed and 2 posts are displaying per row. So that was it about the 404 page settings. Let's go back. So we are done with the general settings. If you have not understood anything so far, please do let me know in the comment section below, or you can directly reach out to our support team. I have added the link to creating support ticket in the description box below. Next is the color settings. To explore through the color settings, let's go back to our home page. So first is the primary color. Primary color is this green color that is highlighting the home page on the navigation menu, and it is also displaying on the scroll bar. It is also displaying as I hover my cursor over the trips, this green color. Now to change it, it is very simple. Simply click here, select the color from the palette, move around the slider, and you will see the changes immediately. The hover colors have also changed. You can also add in the hex value if you wish to. Next is the secondary color. So secondary color currently is this orange color. And let me show you where it shows. So this search button here is the secondary color. You can change it to any color you wish to. Similarly, the body font color, click here and you can select any color of your choice. For example, if I select this ink blue color, you will see the body font color will change. Similarly, you can change the heading color. You can change the color from black to green to purple to blue, just any color of your choice. And you will see the changes here. Travel Monster theme provides you with the flexibility to completely change the appearance of your site with the help of colors customization option. Now you can also select the section background color. Do you see this light color that is displaying here on the section background of popular destination section? All you have to do is click here and you can change the background color immediately, like so. Also, you can change the site background color. To explore the site background color option, let's go to the blog page and you can just select a color from here. Select any color of your choice. Like for example, if I select this light gray color, it will be applied throughout the site. Let me change all of the colors back to how they were before, but you can always go with your preference and requirements. I have set all of the colors back to how they were before. Now let's go back. Next is the typography settings. The first option is primary font. From here, you can select the font family. So this is the default font family. You can select any one of your choice and you will see the changes here immediately. You can also set variants depending upon the font family you have selected. You can increase or decrease the font size. You can increase or decrease the line height, increase or decrease the letter spacing, that too across different devices. Let me demonstrate that to you. So for the desktop view, we have set the size to 18. Let's switch to the tablet mode. And as you can see, the font size appears a lot smaller. So let's increase the size a little bit. 22 maybe. Now let's switch to the mobile mode. Increase the size or you can decrease it. Okay, let's set it to 18 as well. Now as you switch to the desktop view, you will see the size is 18. For the tablet view, the size is 22. Then for the mobile view, the size is 18. And you can change the line height as well as the letter spacing across different devices, following the same process. Next, you can also select font weight from the list of available options. You can select transform options like capitalize, uppercase, lowercase, or you can go for none. Now to set the size, line height and letter spacing to default, you can always click on the reset buttons. I will also set the font family to the font family that it was before we made the changes. Now you also have options for heading 1. You can select the font family. You can set the variant as well as set the size, line height, letter spacing across different devices. You can also set the font weight and you also have the transform option. The same option is also available for heading 2, heading 3, heading 4, heading 5 and heading 6. The next option is to load Google Fonts locally. By default, the theme fetches the fonts from Google, but if you enable this option, the theme downloads the fonts on your server and it enables quicker loading of your fonts. So I would highly recommend you to enable Load Google Fonts locally option by enabling the toggle. Now as soon as you enable the Load Google Fonts locally option, it also unfolds Preload Local Fonts option. Now if you enable this option, you can activate preloading of Google Fonts. You can enable this option. The last option is to flush local fonts cache. You can click on Flush Local Fonts Cache to clear the local fonts cache successfully. Click on Publish to save the changes. Now let's head back. Next is the main header settings. The first is the general settings. Okay, before we explore the options, let's go to our home page. The first option is to select the header width. You can either select boxed header width or full width. So this is the boxed header width. You can select full width. Then you can also enable the sticky header option. As you scroll down, the header appears sticky, which means the header can be accessed from any section of your site. But if you disable this option, the sticky header will not be displayed anymore. By enabling it back on, you can enable the sticky header option. The next option is header search. This is the header search. So you can enable or disable it by enabling or disabling the header search option. The next option is top header color. So click here. You can select any color from here and whatever color you select will be applied over here. You can also select the text color of your header. Click here and you can select any color of your choice. I'm going to stick with the white color that was also here in default. Next is the navigation menu settings. The first option is item spacing. This sets the spacing between the items of your navigation menu. You can either decrease it or you can increase it. You can also enable or disable the stretch menu option. You can also set the drop-down width. For the drop-down menu items, you can also set the width of the drop-down items. So you can either increase it or you can decrease it. I'm going to increase it. Next is the contact information settings. The default phone and email contact details have been added. Just replace the phone and email contact details with your own phone and email contact details here, which will be displayed right on the top header. Next is the header button. So for the header button to display, you can simply add in the button URL to the page or the post where your visitors will land on when they click on the header button, which will display as soon as you add in the button URL. I have just added this dummy link, and after adding it, you will see the button is now being displayed. If I hide controls, this is how it looks like on our site. To change the button label from Book Now to anything else, just remove the label that is already here and add in the label of your choice. You can also allow your visitors to open the link that you have added here in the New tab when they click on the Book Now button by enabling Open Link in New tab option. And you can also enable to display the Book Now button in the sticky header, which means if you enable this option, even as you scroll down, the Book Now button will be displayed in the sticky header. But if you disable this option, it will no longer be displayed in the sticky header. You can change the background color of the button. So all you have to do is click here. Now just set the color. And whatever color you select from here will be displayed right over here. In a similar way, you can also change the background hover color, which is this green color. So let's set it to orange, a darker orange. And as soon as we change the color, the differences can be seen here. Then you can also change the text color, the text hover color, following the same process. I will not add the Book Now button, but if you wish to, you can add it. So I'm just going to remove the Book Now button by removing the button URL. Next is the social media settings. So these are the social medias that are displaying here. And that is because only these 3 particular social medias are enabled. If you wish to enable more social media platforms, then you only have to click on the eye icon. So for example, if you want to enable Pinterest, just enable Pinterest. Then you can do the same with other platforms. Now when you enable these links, please make sure that you add in the link as well. To add in the link, you'll just have to go back. Then right under General Settings, there is the Social Network Settings. You have to copy and paste the link to your social media accounts into the respective social media platforms. I have added the links for Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. Let's add in for Pinterest and LinkedIn as well. After you add in the Pinterest and LinkedIn URLs, they will be displayed here. Let's go back to the main header settings. Now, if you wish to sort them, you can also do that. You only have to drag and drop them. So for example, if I want to place LinkedIn right above Facebook, I will only have to just drag LinkedIn social media and I'll have to drop it right above Facebook. And as you can see, LinkedIn is now appearing right before Facebook. You can do the same with the rest of the social medias as well. After you are done, click on Publish to save the changes. Let's go back. Next is the footer settings. First is upper footer. Let's go all the way down to our footer section. So this is our upper footer. Now to add in the background color, you have to click here. Then you can just change the background color. You can select any color from the palette, then you can set the tone from here. You can set the text color, so click here and you can select any other color of your choice, which will change the text color of your footer area. I'm going to set it back to white. Then you can also change the link hover color. The link hover color is the color that displays as you hover your cursor over any links you have placed on your footer area. Click here. Then you can select the color of your choice. I have selected this ashy gray color. And as you can see, the color changes as I hover my cursor over the email address. To change the widget heading color, this is the heading color of the widget. Just click here and select any color of your choice. I will go with white. Let's go back. Next is the bottom footer. So this is the bottom footer area. First option is copyright settings. Click here. Here you can add in the footer copyright text of your choice. So right now, copyright 2022 Travel Monster is already added. So if you want to add in something more to the text, I have just copied and pasted the same text from here. If you want to add in something else, you can type it out here. Or if you want to remove this and add in a different footer copyright text altogether, then you can also do that. I'm just going to add in all rights reserved. And whatever text I add here will be displayed over here. Next, you can also change the payment label, which is displaying right over here. Just remove the label that is already here. Then you can type in the label of your choice. You can also change the payment image. You can just click on the remove button or you can click on change image and you can select the image of your choice. Let's explore the color settings. Here you can change the background color just like with the upper footer. Click here, then select the color of your choice. Select the color from the palette and you can set the tone by moving around the pointer and the sliders. You can also change the text color following the same process. Then you can also change the link initial color. If you have added any links to your bottom footer, then you can change the link initial color from here. The process is same. Select the color from the palette, move around the pointers and the sliders. Then you can also change the link hover color from here, following the same process. After you are done, click on Publish to save the changes. Let's go back. We are done with the footer settings. Next is the SEO settings. Now to explore these options, let's go to our blog page once again. And we will go to one of the blog posts. So this right here is the breadcrumb. You can disable the breadcrumb by disabling the toggle, or you can enable it back on by enabling the toggle. You can change the breadcrumb home text from here. So instead of home, you can just remove the home text and type in any text of your choice. Whatever text you type inside the breadcrumb home text area, that particular text will be displayed here. You can also select the separator right from here. I will go with the first option. Then you can also enable to show the last updated post date. So whenever you update your blog post, the updated information will be displayed here right below your blog post title if you enable this option. Now it is up to you whether you want to display breadcrumb and last updated post date or you want to hide them, but I would highly recommend you to enable both options, and that is because enabling the breadcrumb makes it easier for your visitors to navigate throughout your website, whereas enabling the last updated post date boosts your website SEO. Click on Publish to save the changes. Let's go back. Lastly, we have the social networks. So we have already gone through this. All you have to do is, whatever social media platforms that you enable from, the social media settings from under main header, from the social network, you just have to copy and paste the link to your official respective social media platforms into the boxes here. We are done with the general settings. Next is the posts and pages settings. First is the blog page. To explore the blog page settings, you need to be on the blog page. So let's go to the blog page. Alright, so here is our blog page. The first option is page title. And from here you can either enable or disable the title blog and enable or disable the blog page description. So if you disable to show the title and description, they will not be displayed here anymore. But if you enable the options, both the title and description will be displayed. But right now, because I have not added any description to my blog page, it is not displaying here, which is why even after enabling the page description option, it is not being displayed. Anyways, I'm just going to disable it for now. Next, you can select the horizontal alignment from left, center or right. I will go with center this time. Now let's go with the image settings. Here we have the crop featured image option. If you enable this option, all of the featured images for each of the blog posts are cropped to the recommended size automatically. If you disable this option, then the featured image will display in the size exactly as it is uploaded. Next is the post settings. From under post content, you can either go with excerpt. So excerpts are the summary of each of the blog posts that are displaying here. Or if you choose to go for content, then instead of excerpt, the entire blog post will be displayed for each of the blog posts as you are seeing on the screen right now. Let's choose to go with excerpt. And if you select excerpt as your post content, you can also select the excerpt length. Right now, 40 has been selected, which means 40 words are displayed for each of the blog posts as excerpts. You can either increase or you can decrease it by sliding this toggle over or under. I'm going to increase it. And let's say I set it to 90. Then 90 words will be displayed for each of the blog posts as excerpt. Then comes the meta order. So these are the meta, the author, the date, and you can also enable the comment if you wish to by simply clicking on the eye icon, which will also display comment over here. And if you wish to disable any of them, you simply have to click on the eye icon back on, which will disable the meta. I'm going to enable all three metas. If you wish to sort them, like for example, if you wish to add in the author right at the very end, then all you have to do is grab that particular meta and you have to just drag and drop it, like how I'm showing on the screen right now. And the author will be displayed right at the bottom. You can do the same with the rest of the metas. You can also enable to display or hide the category. So this is the category that is assigned to this blog post. For each of the blog posts, a category is assigned. So to hide them, you just have to disable the show category option, which will not display the category anymore. If you enable them back on, the category will be displayed, as you are seeing on the screen. Next is the sidebar layouts option. You can select from the blog sidebar layout options. The default is selected. You can just go for the right sidebar. You can go for the left sidebar. Or you can just go for full width sidebar layout. I'm going to go with the default option. And you can also set the header background image. which will display right over here. So click on select image and you can select any image of your choice. For example, if I select this one and click on select, you can skip crop or crop image. I'm going to skip cropping. And the image that you select as the header background image will be displayed for your blog page. Click on publish to save the changes. Let's go back. Next is page. So the page settings are meant for normal WordPress pages like sample page. It does not work on pages created on Elementor, such as about or team pages, the pages that you can find from here. So to explore these settings, we'll just go back to the dashboard. And let's go to pages, click on all pages. So right here, the pages that are marked Elementor, these pages cannot be edited with the settings under pages here. So we'll just have to select a normal WordPress page. Let's select inquiry thank you page. So to demonstrate the settings, I'm just going to open the thank you page in the new tab by clicking on view. And here is our inquiry thank you page, which is the normal WordPress page. Now to access the customizer, I will just click on the customize option here. And let me cross out the customizer that I have opened here just to avoid confusions. Let's go to the page settings. So the first option is page title. You can show the page title or you can hide it by enabling or disabling the show title option. You can set the horizontal alignment for the title. I will stick with the left horizontal alignment. Now let's go to sidebar layouts option. You have got 4 options. You can either go for the left sidebar, which displays the sidebar on the left. You can go with full width sidebar layout, or you can select full width centered sidebar layout. I think the 4th option looks fine. I will stick with the 4th one. If you have added the featured image to your inquiry thank you page, by enabling the show featured image option, the featured image will also be displayed on your inquiry thank you page. If you disable it, the featured image will not be displayed anymore. The show comments option enables comments on your page. You can either enable or disable it. Click on publish to save the changes. Let's go back. Next is the single post settings. To explore these settings, let's go to a single post. So let's go to our blog page once again. And let's open the first blog post. The first option is sidebar layouts. Again, you can select from 4 different options. You can go with the right sidebar, you can go with the left sidebar, full width sidebar, or full width centered sidebar. For now, I will stick with the right sidebar. Next setting is to enable the crop featured image. If you enable the crop featured image option, it crops the featured image added for your blog post to the recommended size. If you disable it, the image displays exactly in the same size as it is uploaded. So you can either enable it, which displays the featured image as cropped, or you can disable it. I'm going to leave it disabled for the single post. Now let's go to post meta settings. These are the post metas. You can enable them by clicking on the eye icon. So if you wish to enable comment, you can click on the eye icon. And comment will be displayed here. If you wish to sort them, you can just drag and drop them. If you wish to disable any of the metas, you can simply click on the eye icon back again. Now, if you have added author information from your WordPress dashboard, by enabling the Show Author Box option, The author information displays at the end of your blog post if you choose to disable it. The author box information does not display here anymore. I'm going to leave it enabled. If you have added tags to your blog post by enabling this option, the blog post tags will be displayed on your blog post. Next is to show or hide the pagination. So this is the pagination. You can either hide it or you can show it back on by enabling the toggle. Next is the related post. So these are the related blog post. You can show or hide the related blog post by enabling or disabling the toggle. You can change the related post section title from related articles to anything else. You just have to remove the title that is already here. Then you have to replace it with the title of your choice. Next, you can also choose to display the related post taxonomy based on the category or tags that are added. You can also choose to display the number of posts from here. So if I select 6, then 6 different blog posts will be displayed here. You can also select posts per row. You can just decrease or you can increase the number from here. And to reset them back to default, you can just click on the reset button. I'm going to set the number of posts and post per row as 3. Now you can also select the location of your related articles. You can add it below content, like how it is showing right now, or at the end. So if you select at end, the related article will display right at the end. I'm just going to select below content. And now for the comment settings, you can choose to hide or show the comments by enabling or disabling the toggle. You can choose to display the comment form above or below from here, and you can also select the location below content or right at the end. If you select below content, the comment form will be displayed right below the content, like how it is displaying right now. If you select at end, the comment form will display right at the end. After you are done, click on Publish to save the changes. Let's go back. Next is the single trip page settings. To explore this option, let's go to one of the single trip. So in the single trip page, as your visitors scroll down, they will see the booking form is sticky and it is accessible from all part of the trip page. Now, if you hide or disable this option, the booking form will not be sticky anymore. If you choose to enable it, the booking form will remain sticky. Click on Publish to save the changes. Lastly, we have the archive page settings. Archive pages are your tags, your category pages, and so on. To explore the archive pages settings, let's go over to our blog page once again. And let's open one of the category pages. Let's open the travel guide category page. First is the page title. So under page title, the first option is to show or hide the prefix. If you choose to enable to show prefix, the category prefix will be displayed. If you choose to hide the prefix, the category prefix will remain hidden. Similarly, with the title and description, you can choose to disable or enable them back on by disabling or enabling the toggles. And it is the same with the post counts. I will enable post count, description, and title. Then you can also select horizontal alignment from left, center, or right. Let's go with center. Then comes the sidebar layout settings. You can go with one of the 4 options. You can go with default, the right sidebar layout, left sidebar layout, Or you can go with full width sidebar layout. Now if you wish to add in the header background image, which will display right on top over here, you can click on select image. Then you can select the image of your choice. Let's go with this one maybe. Click on select. You can either crop or skip cropping. I'm going to skip cropping this time. And the header background image will be added. After you are done, click on publish to save the changes. We are done with the archive page settings, and next are the core settings. First is menus. Because we have imported a pre-made template, the menu has already been created in default for both the primary and secondary menu. I will also show you how you can create your own menu here. So for now, I will just delete these pre-created menus. I will go to primary menu. And I will just click on delete menu. Then I will do the same with the secondary menu. This has deleted the primary and the secondary menus. Now let's create our primary menu first. So click on create new menu. Now give your menu a name. Now select the menu location. Since we are creating primary menu, let's select primary menu from here and click on next. Now you have to add items. Simply click on add items. Now you can add pages, custom links, posts, landing pages, categories, and so on. So from under pages, let's add the home page, the blog page. Scroll down. Let's add destination. Now because we have added destination page, it is displaying right here. Now to create the drop-down menu, it is very simple. You have to click on add items. So to add in all of the destinations, right under destinations item in your primary menu, just go over to destinations. Then select the destinations that you wish to add. Let's add 5 or 6. Let's add 5. Now after adding the destinations, all you have to do is slide these sub-items towards the right, slide them to the right like I'm showing you on the screen, and drop it there. Slide and drop, slide and drop, slide and drop, slide and drop. Now after you do this, you will notice you now have the drop-down menu. You can do the same with the activities. Click on add items, go to pages, click on activities to add it to the menu. Now go to activities, then select the activities that you wish to add on the drop-down menu. Now again, slide them to the right. And you have the activities menu along with the drop-down menu. Let's do the same with trip types. Click on add items, go to pages, select trip types, go to trip type and select the trip types that you wish to add to your drop-down menu. Now again, slide them to the right and drop them, all of them. And that is it. Let's add some more pages. Let's see what other pages we can add. The FAQs and contact us pages. I think that is all right. And maybe about us page as well. Now, if you wish to slide the menus, you can simply drag and drop them like this. You can sort them. So for example, if I want about us right above FAQs, I'll only have to drag and drop it. And you can do the same with the rest of the menu items that you have added. After you are done, the menu will be displayed over here as the primary menu. Click on Publish to save the changes. Now let's create the secondary menu which appears over here. Let's go back. Click on Create New Menu once again. Here, let's give our menu a name. Now from under menu locations, select secondary, click on next. Just like with the primary menu, click on add items. Now you can add anything of your choice. You can add pages, posts, landing pages, categories, and so on. I'll just go to pages and let's see what else can we add. Let's add the My Account page and let's see what else can we add. Let's add the checkout page. So I'm only doing this for the purpose of demonstration. You can add anything to your secondary menu as per your wish. And as soon as I add the items, they will be displayed here. Click on Publish to save the changes. Now let's go back. And now we'll create our footer menu. Let's scroll all the way down, right where footer menu is supposed to display. Click on Create New Menu. Now give our menu a name. Select the menu location as footer. Now click on Next. Click on Add Items. Now you can add the items of your choice, just like we did with our primary and secondary menu. Now with the footer menu, you can add the items that are already added to your primary and secondary menu. But you can always go ahead and add your terms and conditions and privacy policy pages. So for this video tutorial, I'm going to add the terms and conditions page. I have found the terms and conditions page, so let's select it and let's also add the privacy policy page, which is right over here. So as soon as you select both pages, they will be listed under the footer menu. And as you can see, the footer menu has now been created. Click on Publish to save the changes. Let's go back. Now for the activities, destination, and trip types that are displaying here, they have been imported from our demo site. Also, they are used in the footer areas. If you click open one of the taxonomies, let's open activities. You will see the list of activities that are added. So these activities are displaying on our footer area. And it is the same with the destination as well as the trip types. Please note, they have been used in the footer area for easy access to trip activities and destination as well as trip types. So that is it about menus. Let's go back. Next is widgets. So the first is the sidebar widget. To explore the sidebar widget option, let's go to our blog page once again. And our sidebar is displaying right over here. I will show you how you can add widgets to your sidebar, but first let me remove all of them one by one and we will create a fresh sidebar. To remove them, just select the widget by clicking on it and you can click on the options, these three dots here. Then you can click on Remove Legacy Widget. I have removed all of the widgets. Now let's create a fresh one. First, click on the Add Block icon here. Now you can search for a particular widget by typing out the name of the widget here, or you can just click on Browse All. And you can browse through the widgets that you wish to add to your sidebar. Let's select Latest Post. You only have to click on the widget to select it, and it will display over here. Now to further customize it, you just have to click on these three dots, and you have to click on Show More Settings. Now there are a number of options to explore from. You can enable or disable the post content. So when you enable the post content, you can either show the excerpt like how it is displaying right now. And when you select excerpt, you can also select the maximum number of words to be displayed in excerpt from here. I'm going to disable to show the post content. Next, you can display the author name by enabling the toggle. You can also display the post date. You can also enable to display the featured image it will display the featured image for each of the blog posts. Now you can select image size from here. Just click here. You can go with thumbnail, you can go with medium, or you can just go with large. You can set image dimension from here, and you can also select image alignment from here. Next, you can also add link to the featured image here by enabling the Add Link to Featured Image option. Now under Sorting and Filtering, you can select the order from newest to oldest, oldest to newest, A to Z, or Z to A. You can set the author as all or only WP Travel Engine. I'm going to select all. And you can also select number of items. Currently, 5 different items are selected. You can either increase or decrease the number of items by sliding the toggle over or under. Now under Typography, you can select the font size. You can select Appearance. If you click here, you can select letter spacing, decoration, letter case, and so on. After you are done, click on Publish to save the changes. Let's go back. Now to add another widget, the process is same. Click on Add Block. You can either search for the widget or you can click on Browse All. And you can select the widget of your choice. This time, let's select Destinations. Click on the widget. This will display the destinations on your sidebar. You can add in the section title here. You can add in the description here. Let's add in the section title. Now to further customize it, again click on the 3 dots here, which is the options. Click on Show More Settings. Here you will find more settings. First, you can choose to show or hide the section title and subtitle if you have added one. Then you can select card layouts from layout number 1, layout number 2, and layout number 3. Let's go with layout number 3. And you can also enable to show the children destination by enabling Show Children Destination option. You can show destination based on default, or you can select Choose from the list. And you can click on this big cross icon to remove all of the trips. Now again click here. This will give you a list of the destinations. Now just select the destinations as per your choice. So the destinations that you select will be displayed over here. Now you can choose the columns from here. You can increase or decrease it. Then under Cart Display Settings, you can choose to show trip counts, which is this. You can disable or you can enable it back on. You can choose to show or hide the destination's name. Then you can also enable the Show View All option. Then under Advanced, you can add in the additional CSS. You can go through the settings here. If you come across any difficulties, please do let me know in the comment section below, or you can directly reach out to our support team with the help of the support ticket link I have added in the description box below. Click on Publish to save the changes. Let's go back. Now to add another widget, click on Add Block. Click on Browse All again. Now just like Destination widget, you can add Trip Types widget, you can add Activities widget. You just have to select the widgets and they will be added to your sidebar. Then you have to click on the 3 dots, which will take you to more settings. The settings that you find for trip types and activities are same as destinations. So just in case you come across a different setting, If you come across any confusions, again, please do let me know in the comment section below, or you can directly reach out to our support team. Now for the third widget, let me add WP Travel Engine category list. Adding this widget will add the category list to your sidebar. Now, right now the categories are not being displayed because we have not selected the trip category. First, let's add in the title. Now, from under trip category, just click on select category and you can either select destination, activities or trip types. Let's select trip types. And you will see the trip types will be added here. The only thing I want to change from here is the title. So instead of adding the title as categories, since the trip category name is trip types, I will just add in the title as trip types. And the title has now changed. Following the same process, you can keep on adding more widgets. The process is same. Like I showed earlier, you have to click on Add Block, click on Browse All, and you can add any widgets of your choice. After you are done, click on Publish to save the changes. And here are the widgets that we added to our sidebar. The trip types, the destination, and the latest post widget. Let's go back. Next are the footer areas. So the footer areas are already displaying here. This is the demo content. To configure the footer area, you have to go to footer area number 1. This is footer area number 1, footer area number 2, 3, and 4. To configure the footer area number 1, go to footer 1. Now the process of adding widgets to your footer area is the same as adding widgets to your sidebar. You have to click on the Add Block option. You can search from the widget or you can click on Browse All and you can select any widget of your choice, and whatever widget you select will be displayed in footer area number 1. And that is the same with footer areas 2, 3, and 4. Footer area number 2, footer area number 3, and the footer area number 4. If you find any confusions while configuring the footer areas, please do let me know in the comment section below. Or you can directly reach out to our support team with the help of the link I have added in the description box below. Let's go back. Next is the homepage settings. So from under homepage settings, you can select your homepage display. So let's go to our homepage for that. You can either select a static page like this one, or you can select a latest post. If you select your latest post, then all of your blog posts will be displayed on your homepage. As opposed to when you select a static page, you will have the option to select a separate homepage and a separate post page. Now, if you have pre-created your homepage and blog page, you can just click here, which will display your homepage along with other pages. And it is the same with the blog page. If you have not yet created your homepage and blog page, you can just click on Add New Page and create your homepage. Then again, for the blog page, you can click on Add New Page and create a new blog page. So that is it. Click on Publish if you have made any changes. Let's go back. Lastly, we have the additional CSS. Here, you can add in the additional CSS to change the layout and appearance of your site. Just copy and paste the code and click on Publish to save the changes. So these are the customizer settings and we are done with it. Let's go to our site in the front end and give it a refresh. And here are the changes that we made. So that was it about Travel Monster free theme video tutorial. This video tutorial will be followed up by Travel Monster Pro theme video tutorial. So please don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and if you are liking our videos so far, please give us a like, share, and again subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you have any questions, queries, or confusions, please do let me know in the comment section below, or you can directly reach out to our support team. I have added the link to creating support ticket in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in our next video.